Catwalk. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I am
a reseller that has a closet on Poshmark. I love all things vintage, pre-loved, nearly new, you name it, estate sale and all of that stuff. I love it.
For my Catwalkers, welcome back to a new video this Sunday. We are going to jump into something that I think everybody is thinking about when they decide that they want to go and thrift. Honey, we're going to talk about how to thrift and drip. Thrifting is all about having fun. It's all about finding those diamonds in the rough, those gems, holy grails, Hail Marys. It is about doing that and looking fly on a budget. You know, you guys are hip to the game, but for some people who don't know, drip is just simply a slang word for personal style, aesthetic, eccentric, fashionable, sexy. It is a knock to saying hello to your own personal style, your own personal aesthetic. A little bit further down into what that is. What style, what fashion, what all that allows for is, it's a personal expression of what it is that is your fashion message, what you translate with what you put on to what it speaks out to the universe. When you get dressed, it's a way of personal expression that speaks volumes about who you are without you having to say anything at all. Fashionable style drip is about creativity too. So we'll talk about some things that you can do to mix drip with thrift with budget. You guys always know I don't get into this without some notes because I don't want to miss anything. I got my little trusty dusty here. This guy is sitting behind me for a certain reason, as is something else that is down here. We're going to get into those things as we get into this discussion. How do you get to drip? How do you get, let's just call it the word style. How do you get to your personal style? How do you get to your personal aesthetic? It's about what you choose. Fabrics you like, if it's textures, if it's color, if it's patterns, if it's whatever it may be, that is how you begin to understand what your fashion sense is personally. It's not looking like the next person or the next guy or the next girl. It is about curating your look down to the T of what it is that you like. When you go thrifting, some things you should do. You need to get into the habit of going. I'm not judging how frequently you go, but I am saying get into the habit of going. If you don't go, you don't know what's there. Message, thrifting those finds is being aware and being in the know of what it is you like personally. So the more you go, the more you know, and the more you determine what it is that you like. Go and go often. Tip, hint, tidbit. The next thing, when you are in the store or at the whatever you are, the bins, the estate sale, however it is, look everywhere. And yeah, we know, you go to the men's department, jewelry department, look everywhere. And when I say everywhere, everywhere includes also the putbacks. People are at the dressing room. That is the time that they are putting stuff back. They don't want it. It goes back on that big rolling back. You know what it is. They always are going in those dressing rooms and pulling stuff out and putting stuff back on the return rack. That is one of the best places to look for things. That is number 2. Look everywhere, but especially look at those putbacks. 3, think about the basics. And when I say the basics, I'm talking about your basic clothes items. But, with those basics, add edge to it. So, and I'll give you a good example. This t-shirt is a power shoulder t-shirt, and I did not pick this up thrifting, but if I saw it in a thrift store, I would have gotten it, meaning an older version of some type of a shirt. This is a basic black t-shirt. If it didn't have these shoulder pads in it, it would just be a basic sleeveless tee. However, because it has these power shoulders, these shoulder pads added to it, that's the extra edge that the t-shirt needed to say, hey, I'm a little bit extra. I'm a little bit more than just your basic black t-shirt. So keep that in mind when you do it. Even with this pencil skirt. Pencil skirts we know typically are a black pencil skirt. It goes with everything. This is a leopard print pencil skirt. You buy things that have extra components to them. It punches up the style, and it doesn't take it so far out there where you can't make it something that is interwoven into your wardrobe that you reach for time and time again. Stick to the basics, but look for something extra in those basics. So that is tip number 3. The next thing is this. It is hard when you're out and you're looking for something that's stylish or fashionable in the thrift store and it's all bundled up or jumbled up or hung up looking crazy. Don't ignore it because it looks ugly hanging or it looks a balled up mess laid out on the ground in a bin in a corner pocket. Don't ignore something because of how it looks. Pick it up, you gotta look at it, and sometimes you even gotta try it on. And I'm gonna give you a good example of why. The example that I want to show you guys, this. I grabbed this almost 3 years ago now when I was in Paris at Free Star, which is their thrift store chain that's there. This was crumpled up in the $1 bin. When I held it up, the surprise that I got was the sleeves. The sleeves set it all on this little half vest jacket, because when I put it on, and if I had the right shirt on, I would show you guys this, but when I put this on, it was just like the stars and the moon and everything just lined up. And I got so many compliments. This was $1, €1 in the Euro bin at Free Star. So I'm saying this to say to you guys, just because it looks a mess because it was off the head and it was just all laid out in the bin, when I picked it up, the fact that it had a look, and when I put it on, it worked. So you don't know what will work until you pick it up and take a look at it, and you go from there. Let's recap quickly. In the habit of going, when you're there, you want to make sure you look at the putbacks. You want to make sure that you sharpen up your basics. So basic t-shirts, basic skirts, basic whatever it may be, punch it up with textures, patterns, colors, shoulder pads, you name it. Don't ignore it just because it looks like crap on a hanger or it looks like crap in the corner. Pick it up, look at it, try it on, because you never know. And the next thing that I'm going to give you so that you guys know what works and what makes it fashionable, drippy, stylish, the whole 9 yards is, do not be afraid to mix decades. Do not be afraid to mix 70s with 80s. Do not be afraid to mix the 80s with contemporary. Do not be afraid to mix contemporary with the 60s. It's about decades and eras being married together in a way that translates. Getting dressed is not cookie cutter. Everybody has their own personal way of how they get dressed. It is as personal as how you like your coffee. It works the best when you get it down to the point where you understand what your style sense is. Because when you understand what works, what cuts works, what cut works, what fits works, it's a lot easier when you go in and you're looking around trying to figure out what is going to look the best on you. You can pull off drip on Thrift and look as fashionable and stylish as running out here going to Saks or Neiman's or Nordstrom's or whatever else is out there. Pull it off on a budget. You just have to pay attention and you have to work in the mindset of, does it work? Does it not work? Is this something that I can make work? Guys, those are my tips for you related to how do you drip thrift. Take these tips, work them together. Some of them will work for you. If they work for you, use them. And oh, one more thing. This also applies to furnishings. This guy right here is called the ex-boyfriend. It's an interesting piece. Just like clothes can be a conversation starter, a lot of times when people come and visit, this is a conversation starter. That is the translation. Personal style and fashion starts language discussions between people, just like creativity in your house and all of that starts discussions with people. So keep that in mind. The bigger picture is, have fun with it and find out what works for you. But it can be done, and you can drip via the thrift store and do it on a budget. That is all that I have for you this week. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Drop any comments that you have in the section. Let me know what you do. How do you drip when you thrift? What do you look for? What are the things that interest your personal style? Let me know below in the comments. Tap the bell so you can get notifications. I post videos every Sunday. Do not want to miss out. Get notified every time I post a new vid. Also, go on over to Poshmark, check out my closet. I'm Concrete Catwalk on Poshmark. If there's anything you see in my closet that you are interested in, please feel free to leave a comment below. You can also head on over to Instagram and follow me there. I am the Catwalks Concrete on IG. You can DM me there if you see anything that you are interested in as well. And together we can talk about it and work it out so that you can get it before somebody else does. You guys, thank you so much for watching this week. I will be back next Sunday. And look, just to let you guys know, it may not be next weekend, but in the upcoming video, maybe a video or two, I have an unboxing, honey. I have an unboxing coming, and I am excited about this unboxing. So please, if you don't want to miss, stay tuned. It is coming. You guys, thank you so much, and as always, please do stay safe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye for now.